Alright guys, so it is July 22nd, and as you can see, Madison, he's spraying for a food plot that we're going to be planting right here. We're on our Oklahoma lease, and we've never put a food plot here on the lease, so anyway, we're spraying it right now, and we're going to be planting some Hancock mix on it. Oh no. This is a lot rockier than what I had imagined. I mean, it's nothing but sandstone, and it's literally all it is. The little spot we did though, with all those little saplings in it, that'll be alright, but that's probably only, what, 1/10 of an acre?
Yeah, it's
maybe 1/8.
We'll probably put some clover in there, I'm sure, just because clover takes browse pressure a lot better than radishes and turnips. But my idea was to we would have had roughly an acre through here, but the more I look at it, what I don't want to do is kill all this stuff, and then we have a bad problem of erosion.
Yeah. It's pretty rocky.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff that's here, there's little blue stem, there's some just different grasses through here, and honestly, I mean, this is just a rut corridor. 2 years ago, actually, we were hog hunting in here, actually, and I had a camera up. I think it was right on this tree right here, maybe, and there were bucks during the early season. I couldn't believe how many bucks were coming through here, and so I mean, right as of right now, there's already deer using this area, and I think if we just put clover back in there, it'll just be a spot. Not that we're trying to feed the deer, because a plot that size, you're not gonna feed deer at all, and there's a lot of deer in this area.
Oh yeah.
So there'll be a ton of browse pressure, but I think the main goal here is just to get them to stop, and definitely try to kill some does off of here. I don't know what you think about that, but I know we definitely need to be looking into that. Yeah, I mean, sandstone, there's actually quite a bit of limestone in there too. Yeah.
There's some awesome trees in here. What happens when you put in nutrients? Oh, you did? It just came loose. There we go.
So all this is sprayed right through here. We sprayed all these little saplings that were coming up. Kinda, I mean, you got a good stand location there in that oak.
Yep.
I mean, there's so many. We're not used to this where we're at. We're used to good old Osage orange hedge trees.
Hedge trees.
You literally, for every stand location, have to take the chainsaw to them. Kind of no quiet way of doing it.
That's a good one right there.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's really good.
But this flat right through here, probably gonna hang a camera in here. Yeah, you can just see how both sides of this ridge just kind of fall off. And down that way, that direction would be north. There's all kinds of, there's a draw down there. It gets real steep on the other side up against the other property line. And I know bucks are gonna come out of that. Honestly, if you have does bedded down in there, you get a north wind. I don't know what the best option would be here. There's too many options is what it is.
Yeah.
You have the four-wheeler trail.
Yeah, there's a four-wheeler trail.
We came in here after after deer season, we did some shed hunting, and that whole 4-wheeler trail was just completely riddled with rubs and scrapes all up and down the trail. So honestly, it'd be super easy access, and there's a lot of good trees along that. We can just hang a stand in there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think somewhere in here, at least hang a camera. This is just a natural funnel. I mean, you can just tell there's been deer coming through here.
Yeah.
It's got that feeling to it.
Yeah, feeling, yep.
I guarantee you during the rut, this would be an all-day set right here for sure.
Yeah.
Somewhere on this ridge. Well, go find another spot to spray.
Yep. Yeah, we in order to fill the sprayer up, we got some water from the pond back there and used a coffee strainer. For the strainer.
There's the wheel this way.
Yeah, so you don't gum up the sprayer. Alright, so this plot's going to be quite a bit bigger than the other one on the hill. Probably like 10 times bigger probably. Anyway, so it's going to be those trees right there. Those trees there, right there, to that ash right there. And then swing around like that. So yeah, quite a bit bigger. You know, he's spraying that, and we'll probably have to go back and refill the sprayer up with water from the pond again. But anyway, well.
Well, we just finished up this little plot. This, I'm guessing, I don't know, what do you say, probably a 1/4 acre.
Yeah,
pretty close.
Definitely a lot bigger than the other one.
Yeah, it may even be a little over a 1/4 acre. But as you guys can see, I mean, these little bottom fields that we have here, they're completely overgrown with Cerisa lespedeza. There's a little bit of bush honeysuckle in here. You can see a little bit of it, and there's out in the middle there was some honey locust, which is super hard to get rid of. But I don't know, I think we mixed the chemical pretty hot, so hopefully we get a good kill on this. And I'm pretty sure what we're gonna have to do is come back and burn, probably in 2 to 3 weeks, you know, as long as we're not in the middle of a drought like we are right now. Hopefully get some rain between now and then. But I don't know, I think hopefully it gets a good kill on here and we get a good burn, and we should be in good shape. We'll probably plant the deer greens mix down in this little area here. But that highline right away up here on the hill, there's a tree right there kind of out on the point. So naturally what that's going to do, this is all bedding back here to my right, all this nasty thick stuff. But you have a little, basically that just makes a pinch point. You've got a little bitty tree right there beside that tall one just to the left of it, and last year there was a scrape underneath that. So I don't know, I mean it should naturally just work those bucks right around the corner of that tree, or they'll come out of this bedding and come right up alongside our side of that tree. So theoretically this should work pretty good. Another good thing about this little location, we're on a dead-end road here, and this is Oklahoma land. I don't even know if we said that.
Yeah, I mentioned it. Yeah, I mentioned it.
But anyway, the landowner came in here. He's a good friend of ours, And years ago he planted this strip of cedars right through here, and he basically did that to make it a little bit harder on poachers to shoot up this highline right away, because there's a lot of poachers around here. So we're just kind of using that to our advantage, of kind of tucking a food plot right here behind these cedars. So, and probably what we're going to do, even though I hate to see, there's Johnson grass just exploded this year and last year too, but there's a lot of Johnson grass along the fence line and the road down here about 150 yards, and we'll probably leave that. We're not going to bush hog that. Probably next year we may even come in and plant switchgrass just for another buffer. You know, you want these deer to feel as comfortable as they can. It's a real low traffic area, but during deer season you'd be amazed at how many people drive up and down these back roads. And I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere, so we've kind of, I mean, I don't know how close the closest house is to here, but we've kind of got to have a security system of our own. Basically our security system is tree lines and fence lines. So but anyway, I think this little spot right here is going to be a dynamite area. I think there will be hopefully be multiple deer taken off this little plot. So anyway, I think we're going to spray one more area and hang a couple cameras and get out of here. So we'll get after them.